Hey guys, welcome to my space on YouTube. It is your girl Zinny, your girl in whom you are well. Please, if this is your first time of stopping by my YouTube channel, you are definitely welcome. Please hit the subscribe button below to be a part of this family. Turn on the bell notification button, and of course share this video if you find it helpful, and always leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Okay, you guys, please do not leave me hanging and watch this video till the end. Thank you so very much. Okay, you guys, so from the title of the video and the thumbnail of this video, you know what we're talking about already, you guys. Lovely Woman by Nelo Okeke is finally out, you guys. After seeing the trailer and seeing, you know, some behind the scenes, we have all been anticipating and looking forward to this. Okay, and it is a very wonderful initiative by Nelo Okeke. I like it. I tried to start something like that, but not exactly on that part on my channel, in the other channel anyway, not this particular channel, and hopefully it's going to kick up once again very soon. But this particular initiative by Nelo Okeke is going to be a very interesting one, and so many people are already saying, oh, it should be on TV, or that she should probably franchise it or sell it out to, you know, to a TV station and stuff like that. The very interesting thing about this particular episode is that they had similar stories to share, okay, about, you know, converting from one Christian sect to the other because of marriage, things they had to go through because of different situations or conditions or statuses that they found themselves in while trying to get married. Okay, you guys, and there was a particular person's story. I mean, if you watched that video already on her channel, you know that this particular story was what actually really reached to a lot of people, and I picked out a high point of it. I have them written down here in my journal, okay, I have them written down here in my YouTube journal. Okay, I'm going to be looking down to share some of all those highlights with you, and that is the story of Nezeville. I mean, I have several things to talk about, and which is going to form the basis of this video. Okay, guys, so in this video I'm going to be giving you a quick recap of Nezeville's story that is getting everybody talking and is making everybody to sympathize and harmonize with her. And then I'm also going to be sharing with you where the root problem is from my perspective. Okay, you guys, what actually went wrong or what could have been done to make it better, and what I would do if I were in that position. I mean, I'm a single lady, but if I'm getting married, would I be willing to, you know, convert to my husband's religion or to my husband's church, or will I want to try to convert my husband down to my church or down to my religion, or to share my faith? So please watch this video to the end. Do not skip any part of this video, and we're going to get started immediately. So on this first episode of Lovely Woman, Nelo Okeke had three guests. Of course, her very best friend Adeze's Space, and we also had Sotonyi Umuizi, who is also a YouTuber, a lawyer. I think she's also based in Port Harcourt, right there with them. She's also a businesswoman and a mom of two. We also had, of course, Chineze Azuike, who is also known as Nezeville, Neze Peperempe on YouTube. She's also a lawyer for everyone of us who knows who she is on YouTube. Okay, we had these three women coming together to share their experiences about, you know, getting married, having to leave their faith or abandon their church, abandon all they've known or understood as Christians, you know, having to decide to compromise, and how they know better now. So because I don't want this video to be overly long, I'm going to go straight into Nezeville's story. Now, in Nezeville's story, not particularly sharing the entire story, but I'm going to be picking out the points that I highlighted from her story. Okay, guys. So now, according to Nezeville, when she was about to get married, you know, a few months or I think few weeks to the wedding, she got pregnant, and she would have avoided letting the church know that she was pregnant. Okay, but somehow, because you know how it is in the Christian sect, once you're getting married, during one of your counseling sessions, you're going to be taken to, you know, a clinic or a pharmacy or a hospital where tests will be conducted on you, blood group tests, genotype, and of course pregnancy tests, and to check for, you know, your HIV status and all of that. So in the course of that, they discovered that she was pregnant, and these people told Nezeville that she was not going to wear white on her wedding day because she was pregnant. What of the man? Let's assume she agrees to wear blue, orange, green, purple, or wine, or black on that wedding day because she was already pregnant. What of the man? He's still going to wear his black suit. Why are women still being stereotyped in this way? I don't understand why. Did she impregnate herself? A woman who gets pregnant did not impregnate herself. I mean, no matter how much you masturbate, you cannot impregnate yourself. You need a man to sleep with you, you know, deposit his sperm inside of you before you can get pregnant. So why is the woman the only person who has to bear the consequences, or who has to pay a certain punishment or be a certain kind of way because she has been put in the family way? I mean, it's the man that impregnated her. They might as well say he should put on senator and come for his wedding. I don't know if you get what I mean, you guys. Another thing, you guys, that was very shocking and surprising is the fact that her father You guys, you see, on this particular one, I was very sentimental about it, just as Nelo Okeke was sentimental about it while they were discussing it, because I really shared Nelo Okeke's opinion on this. How can you tell me that my father will not walk me down the aisle, whether in the church during the wedding ceremony or during my reception? I mean, simply because she's pregnant, and I'm sure that her stomach was not protruding, okay, you guys, and yet they insisted and said that she had to walk alone, so her parents had to walk in front and then she walked behind them. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? Now that brings me to the second part of this video, where I said I was going to talk about what the actual problem is. From my own opinion, if you have another opinion, let me know in the comment section. Don't be in a hurry to come and ban me or to come and kill me or anything. I'm going to try to be as logical as I can be about this thing. And now, what is the issue? The Bible says that when the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? So I think all this boils down to the foundation. And now, what is this foundation? I always ask a very simple question. I've asked this question on one episode I was talking about in my other channel. What makes you a Christian? So you who is watching this video right now, I'm asking you, what makes you a Christian? Because you were born and your parents were Christian. What would have happened if you were born and as soon as you began to understand things, you noticed that your parents are Muslims, they go to the mosque, or they are traditionalists, they are pagans, or they worship Buddha or Judaism? It would have meant that you were that person or that religion. You follow them into that religion. What makes you a Catholic? What makes you a Pentecostal Christian? What makes you, an Anglican? Is it because your parents were born in the Anglican community, in the Catholic community, your family forces you to go to church with them, you must go to church, you can't stay at home as a kid, so you grow up with that, going to church culture every Sunday or other weekly activities if you're committed in other departments or units in that church that you're attending or that you're going to, and then you just grow up knowing that, you're used to this kind of life, so because of that, this is who you are. See, the first thing I want us to understand is this: our parents try to make us live the lives that they never lived. Our parents had imaginations of what they wanted, how they wanted it to be, not caring if the person that they are making those plans for are interested in it. I mean, if you are planning that your daughter is going to marry a Catholic, what if she doesn't want to marry a Catholic? What if she doesn't want to be a Catholic or an Anglican? Or what if she doesn't even want to be a Pentecostal Christian? You guys, I'm going to tell you this offhand. Okay, I've also mentioned this in my other channel and I'm also saying it here. My family is a staunch Catholic family, okay, you guys. And I grew up being a Catholic, like the only thing I didn't do was confirmation, because during the time I was supposed to get confirmed, that was when I had to, relocate for some reasons, which I shared in the very first video on this channel where I cried. You might want to watch that video as soon as you're done with this one. It's in the comment section below. I'm going to also leave it in the card here or here. You're going to see it. Just check the description area and you're going to see a link to that particular video, okay, you guys. I shared some of the journeys that changed my life. It was in the course of that time that incident happened. And so I couldn't get confirmed, but every other thing, Lapel, Baptismo, Polito, every other sacrament that you can be, initiated into in the Catholic Church, I was part of it. I was even teaching at a point. I was a staunch Catholic, you guys. Like, even me, I'm not believing I was come out, but I began to dig more and search more about Christianity, about this God that the parish priest or the Reverend Father talks about, and I got to discover that for myself. God did not create me to be a Catholic. I was born to be a Catholic, but God did not create me to be a Catholic. So I left the Catholic Church and I became a Pentecostal Christian, okay? And I enjoy being a Pentecostal Christian. And as much as my parents would love me, especially my mom, would love me to marry a Catholic, that is her prayer every day, every night. I know that I'm not going to get married to a Catholic because that is not my destiny, that is not my path, that is not where my purpose is aligned to. No. If you can come to terms with this fact that you were born as this, but you choose to be this, especially if it is the right thing. Now, I'm not saying you should go and become a homosexual or become any other negative thing. No, I'm talking in a positive direction, okay, you guys. If you find out that this is who your parents are and this is what they want you to be, and you've come out, you've seen life, you've experienced life, you're growing up, and this is what you want, please go for it. If you start early, if you start on time, you guys, I began very early to indoctrinate my parents and let them know that, see, when I get the chance, I'm going to leave the Catholic Church. I'm just staying here because I'm still with you people and all of that. And in fact, my father even gave me a condition. I said, the only condition I'm giving you to not be a Catholic is as long as you're under my roof and I'm still paying your school fees, you're going to be a Catholic. And I was like, okay, fine. And as soon as he finished paying my school fees, I left the Catholic Church, okay, you guys. I fulfilled his conditions for him and I left the Catholic Church. So I started early to start indoctrinating my parents to the fact that I wasn't going to toe that line, I wasn't going to toe that path, I was going to be a Pentecostal. and I was going to choose by the leading of the Holy Spirit where I was going to worship. I was going to be careful about that as well, but I was not going to be a Catholic. If these ladies had actually taken time to choose who they wanted to be for themselves, whether Christians or Anglicans, it would have been easier. And I think that was the case of Sotonye in a way, because she already had an idea of what she wanted. She chose her path. She decided, she had tasted different aspects of the Christian life, and she chose the path that she wanted for herself. Now it made it easy when time for marriage came. She didn't have to struggle with her parents. She didn't have to struggle with the person she was going to be getting married to or his own family, because everybody already knows where they stand. But in the case where you're not even sure if you're a Catholic, or if you want to be a Catholic or a Pentecostal, and then your husband comes and says, hey, you must go and be bowing your head to the ground in the mosque, then irreconcilable differences begin to come in that might bring up issues or crop up issues in the marriage later on, or might even break marriages. I've seen cases of people who, because the wife refused to go to the husband's church, because of that the marriage ended, or the husband refused to come and wed in the girl's church, and because of that the marriage ended. I'm like, you guys, that is the very foundation. Ask yourself first, why are you a Christian? After answering that question and understanding why you're a Christian, why are you attending that church you're attending? Why are you in that denomination of Christianity that you're in? Whether a Catholic, whether a Pentecostal, whether a Presbyterian, whether an Anglican, whether any other Orthodox church, or I see you attend Sabbath. Why are you attending Sabbath? Is it because your parents grew up there? Are you in the celestial world because your parents were attending Cherubim and Seraphim, and as a result of that you have to be attending Cherubim and Seraphim? I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Answer these questions if you can in the comment section below, you guys. And finally, to bring this video to a close, you guys, I'm going to be sharing my own opinion on what I think about that. You guys, basically for me, what I would say is, my husband is definitely going to be a Pentecostal. Now, whether it's going to be redeemed or dunamis, is going to tell one on his personal relationship with God, my own personal relationship with God, as at the time I'll be getting married. But most definitely, you guys, I'm sorry to disappoint my mother that I'm not going to be getting married to a Catholic. I'm going to be getting married to someone who is a Pentecostal like myself, and we're going to raise a Pentecostal family. And of course, you guys, he's going to come and get married in my church. Even if I'm going to leave my church to go to his church, he is going to pay that last respect to my faith, okay? And he will come to my church, and we'll have our wedding in my church. We'll have our Thanksgiving in my church. And then as soon as we're done with that, I know that, yes, I'm now welcoming myself into the new dispensation. I'll begin to attend his church, and then I'll have to align my faith, with the faith of his church and all of that. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching this video to the end. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you were in their shoes, if you were in their position, would you leave your husband's church and convert him to your church, or would you rather be converted to your husband's church while getting married? Let me know in the comment section below, you guys. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Of course, if you've not watched that video, Loudly Woman, the first episode, please go and watch it. It is on Nelo Okeke's YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching this video to the end. Till I come your way next time. Stay lifted, stay blessed, stay inspired, and don't you ever forget that Zinny loves you.